Hello, good morning, happy Friday. Thank you so much for joining me for another Saints and Angels Oracle deck reading for our week to come. Today is the first Friday of May, May 2nd, 2025, and so we will have both a new theme card from Tarot as well as a weekly card for our Saints and Angels through the Oracle deck. So welcome, thank you for being here. If you're a returning member of my audience, thank you so much for coming and watching these videos. I really appreciate everyone's energy so much. And if you are new here, welcome. Thanks for clicking on my video. I do these every Friday. If you're into readings, you can follow back on my channel, wherever you're finding me, Telegram or YouTube or BitChute, and know that every Friday I put up one of these videos. So yeah, let's get down to it, I guess. I'm thinking if I have any kind of tidbits to add into the forefront here, but I don't think so. So maybe let's just get down into what we're here for, right? I am going to lead us through a nice little grounding meditation quickly to just become grounded, heart-centered, and present in the moment, mostly, so that we are a good and gracious audience before I take out my decks and before we actually communicate with the cards. I find that it's very helpful to do that kind of practice beforehand. It really creates a strong receptivity, I believe, so that not just hearing the messages right now will things pop up for you, or maybe will you hear straight away a distinct word or message or an image or a visualization of some sort might come with the messages right now. But when we take a moment to calm down before we listen, those words seep into us, they trickle down underneath the concrete, so to speak, and sort of nurture seeds or blossoms or whatever you have that maybe you don't notice right away. And throughout the week, you'll notice different things kind of popping up, growing out of that. So yeah, and even if you don't really feel like you resonate right now with the card messages, maybe they feel totally out of this world and different, you might find later in the week, or if it's the monthly theme, you might find later in the month that picks up for you. Anyway, across the spectrum, I'd love to hear from anyone who does have personal insights or experiences that they'd like to share. Comments are always welcome. If you want everyone to see how you're thinking and feeling, please leave comments down below. Always great to see that there's a live, organic intelligence actually on the internet giving feedback. But if you are a private person, or if it's something particular that you really feel called to share with me, always my email's in the description. You can send me a message on Telegram. I'd love to hear personal intricacies always. So thank you. With all that said, let's get down to business, right? I'm going to close my eyes and lead us here. You're welcome to close your eyes as well. You don't have to if that's not your thing. You can totally watch the video, or if you're doing something else, or you're outside or whatever, this is not hypnosis. It's not something that you can't be driving doing. What our focus and intention is to become more grounded in the moment, more conscientious and conscious in our presence. And so maybe just listening along and allowing that to help guide you to feel yourself more lively in whatever you're doing as we prepare here. So as said, I'm closing my eyes down, relaxing for a moment. Take a few nice breaths at your own pace. Notice what space you're in, what the quality of the air is like. Are there sounds, smells, or other sensations? Just taking stock and accepting things as they are. take a moment to feel the weight of the eyelids, the darkness enveloping you as you close down your eyes. Let the relaxation spread across the forehead, smoothing out thoughts, worries, anxieties, to-dos, tasks, wants, notifications, letting them all float away. Feel your breath just as it's appearing to you now. And in a place and space that's comfortable for you, try to deepen the breath by extending the inhale and exhale. Letting each one be just as long as needed. Really giving yourself that time for some nourishment. Feeling the lungs expand, creating space and movement in the body. Let it stretch the skin of the back, the torso, the abdomen. If you notice the breath feeling trapped in the shoulders, in the neck, in the head, see if you can guide it, visualize and imagine on the inhale, that breath pouring down the back of the throat, down through the lungs, filling them up, the very bottom of your lungs. And then feeling the inhale rising up into the shoulders. Let that relaxing, relieving exhale come out just as needed, maybe with some sound. Again, filling up yourself with fresh air, feeling it, allowing it maybe to hold even for a moment as you feel the expansive space. And then letting a loud, relaxing sigh out. Take a moment to yourself to do this breath a couple of times. Feeling the expansion on the inhale, the relaxing contraction on the exhale. Feel the gracious peace created, calmness. Let that permeate throughout your whole body, to your fingers and toes, to the tip of your head. Maybe you see it like a color or hear it like a sound. Maybe it's a feeling, it's intuitive. Maybe it's from deep within you. Or maybe it comes from the mind. See yourself filling up with gratitude, appreciation, love, and acceptance. Just for this moment, these actions of breathing. For giving yourself these couple of minutes to just tap in to the breath, tune out to the thoughts, and drop in to your feelings. Give yourself to acknowledge how you do feel today, honestly. Whether it's rickety or sore, whether it's grumpy, happy, excited, whether you feel apathetic, solemn, happy. Breathe and find a word that is the pinpoint of your moment. Breathe into it. Love it. Accept it as it is. Even if it's an uncomfortability. Be that. Own it. Find love and gratitude for it. The power of choice, the power of feeling, if nothing less, gives us the power to accept and love how we do feel. Because it is a choice how we choose to feel, to think, to act, to be. Let's take a couple final breaths here. Cleansing and clearing on these breaths. Seeing the inhale, bringing in new freshness or enlivening the freshness you already feel within you. And let your exhale shake loose or take away any stagnancy or staleness, any tightness, disease or toxicity even. Breathing in and out. In freshness, out stale energy. Breathing in nutrients and out toxicity. Breathing in love. Breathing out love. Don't worry, you can never give away any love that you need. Breathe in and out here for a moment. Settling into your space, remembering who it is you are today. Take a moment to maybe bring your hands together in prayer, or at the heart, or forehead even. Maybe just feel them more firmly in your lap. giving conscious moment of thanks for you, for who you are now, and for taking this great time for yourself and for the collective to center and ground, to become aware of the love that we really are, to sit down in audience together in a place and space of communion, doing the good work. So if you find yourself today in a hard place, and it's hard to give thanks or feel love, have a bit of mine. I have great gratitude for you and unconditional love that I send out eternally, exponentially. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your time, for your energy, for your awareness, mind, body, and spirit. I send love and thanks on all layers as I feel and thank you for your love and thanks on all layers at this moment. Okay. Get ready to open your eyes at your own time. I'm going to ring my bowl here. Two little celebratory jingles on the second. And now we'll take out my tarot deck here first, and we will ask for our theme for the month. And first and foremost, I'd like to thank my wonderful cards, ancestors, ascended masters, saints and angels, Mother Earth, God, Source, the elementals, fairies, all of those beings, spirit, with benevolence, positivity, love in their hearts, who witness and are a part of our journey just as much here as we are. We thank you. Thank you for your energy and for your love. We ask you if you could provide through these beautiful cards a wonderful message of working here for our month of May 2025, collectively and individually, that we can anchor into and explore throughout this month. We thank you, thank you, thank you. Shuffle up my deck here, get it going. Oops. Already expressive cards. Let's see, whoops, there it is. It fell right out. Oh, the Chariot. Wow. Okay, speedy month. Flying through. Now, this, I'm just pausing. It's a bit of a message for myself almost, I feel, because the Chariot is the 7th card, and my birthday is 5/7, I'll just have to say. So it's great to see in the month of May that we have this Chariot, the Great 7. And I'm just going to take my notes out here really quickly, my old school notes. Sometimes some of the words that come along with it can be really helpful to people. And now I have right by my door as well, maintenance is here with their truck. So hopefully it's not going to get too loud. Maybe I'll shut my window. My other window is open though, so it might still be a little loud. Let me read some of these vocab words that go along with the Chariot for anybody who might be unfamiliar with tarot, or even if you are familiar and totally familiar like me. These I like to come back to sometimes because certain things pop out at different times. We're a different person every time we open the deck. Every Friday we come here, every week, every year that you communicate with cards. They are presenting a nuanced definition. Even though the Chariot's the Chariot, it's always the Chariot's been the Chariot for hundreds of years, thousands of years maybe, who knows. There's hearkened themes that come along with the Chariot, the Charioteer, in general, you know, that are more really fundamental and pronounced, that will come kind of quick to the forefront for most of us who are aware. And then again, sometimes people read off of the visualization of the card as well here. This card isn't as expressive as some other Chariot, major arcana images. However, what I really appreciate about this is the focus is on the Charioteer. And it really, to me, speaks to sovereign intelligence, awareness, and holding the reins of your life. And knowing that, yeah, that Chariot's going really fast, but depending on the type of rider that we are, experience, awareness, confidence, all these kind of things come into play with this card as well. And having the mindset of what does a charioteer really think about, and how are they thinking and operating while on the ride itself. Because sometimes we see the chariot and we just think of, oh, speed, fast, immediate, like boom, 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 winner of the race kind of things. Which it is totally, you know, an aspect of it, but there's a lot of nuances that we can bring in as well. So here's some terms that I've written down: confidence, strong positioning, execution, well positioned, a swift action, courage to set things in motion, a completed objective, and effective actions. Now, when we think again, it's the number 7 here as well. So it's a card about knowledge, mastery, accumulation of information. And it doesn't have to be just book smarts. The charioteer is really a street smarts kind of person, not so much accumulation of books and digging through and reading and having an intellect. But it's that intuitive, how do I react in the moment? How am I going to respond, you know, when there's no time to think, when it comes down to this, what have you already prepared for, you know? That type of gnosis, intuition that comes with the 7, the great knowledge that I need not learn, I know kind of phrase that comes from Walter Russell's prayer, but is a great notion across all times and traditions as well. Not to say that there's not a value in knowledge, and as a 7 myself, and born in a 7 year, you know, I love books, I love reading, I love accumulation of all different varieties of knowledge. And to be a student in itself is one of my favorite active roles to be and play in. But those are all well-rounded aspects that can come into play with the charioteer or the chariot, you know. But like I've said, this is really about, okay, you should have already had all the book smarts. That this is the test here today. You know, it's not, a good student knows prep, you know, how to study, how to prep, when the tests, when the midterm, when the final's coming. You don't do a bunch of crunch to learn the material right before the final. You've been learning the material all semester long. It's been permeating within you. You do refreshes and reminders to solidify things that you're uncertain of, so that in the moment in the test, all the things just come up out of you. You know, that's the message here in the charioteer. It's like the test is on, it's the rubber's hitting the road this time. So however you have been, whatever kind of student you've been, the role's on the mind now, the role's on you of how you're going to navigate these, how you're going to hit the bump, how you're going to react, how you're going to respond to others around you. But know that this has a great positive motivation of winnership, of getting to your destination in a one whole piece first, so to speak, you know, winning kind of, but not in the way that, you know, kind of, we don't want to put a negative aspect on that to, you know, I'll even leave it there because we're already almost at a half an hour. I could probably talk for hours again about the things about service and fairness that the chariot really brings in as well. Maybe later on in the week, I'll come back with some messages on that. Let's take out Saints and Angels deck now here and see what our beloveds would like to share with us as a working for this week. We thank you, saints and angels, so much for being here with us. We feel your ever-present, beautiful energies, your love and light and appreciation. And we shine ours right back at you, thanking you from our hearts for your presence and for your wisdom. And we ask if you could share through these beautiful cards a work of support or advice, guidance, a leading light, or a place to anchor down into through this wild week we'll have ahead of us here underneath our new theme of the chariot. We thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, give it a moment of shuffling. Feel how they are. Ooh, expressing. Okay. All right. Mother Teresa being activist. Wow. Really fiery energies, really expressive it's going to be this this week for sure. Calls to action is really, I think this is a repeat. We had her recently. No. Oh, not since last year. January. Nope, January 2025 we did. The 31st. So that transitional week between January and February, we had Mother Teresa paired with God's love that week. So this is, of course, a totally different pairing, new energies, but perhaps harken back to what you were doing at the end of January, beginning of February, and those symbolic energies bringing into Beltane. Wow, yeah, I can really dig that. For myself, beautiful. But love to hear it from anybody else. If you have some kind of things that seeds from then that are blooming now, or perhaps something that was initiated that you'll be crossing the finish line with around now, or you've planned and thought of, dreamt about, and it's the rubber hits the road kind of chariot this month on that. Could be some things. Let's read activist and see. It's page 11. Good number. So the gateway on a 7. I like it. You're guided to champion a cause, such as a social issue, a charitable group, or a person in distress. Like Saint Mother Teresa, you can single-handedly make a positive difference in the world. She'll act as your guide in this matter if you ask her for help. Notice which issues arouse your passion or anger, and make a commitment to serve in some capacity to heal those situations. Your soul wants to express itself and make your options known. Make your opinions known, excuse me. Use your expertise and life experience. Your chariot, this is just so good. Such as business, skills, writing abilities, or speaking talents to help you along your chosen cause. So really, what chariot are you riding? What are you outfitted with, right? And acknowledge, take a moment to walk around it, see what your the strengths are, see what the themes and the concepts are within this, and to be an activist of it, right? That you're already outfitted with sort of the tangible tools to do the work. Donate time or money to related charities or agencies. You'll feel activated by your activism, or energized by your activism, excuse me. Definitely, I will have to say, the book does say donate money in there. I feel free service is the best, but if you have an abundance and surplus of money, of course, donating or offering out in help in that kind of manner with that is always wonderful. If you are in a place and space of abundance of a different type of energetic currency, donate in that. It doesn't have to be finances at all. There's plenty of things that are even more worthy or more valuable to be donating that people will find more valuable than a bunch of money. A well-spoken word, a kind hand, a hug when needed, a donated item that is needed is sometimes even more important and exponentially valuable than to have money. But of course, when we think of sort of the matrix setup out there and the way that the world works out there, all of the retribution is cash services. Everybody's got their hand out, cash only, cash only. So it's kind of no wonder that the book brings it to that straight directive. But there's plenty of other directives to be an activist within. So I guess I'll leave it there. It's been a half an hour. It's been long enough. I probably will come back throughout the week with a little bit of workings, how that's been impacting me. I'd love to hear from anybody. Like I said before, feel free to send me emails, send me messages. Have a wonderful Friday for the rest of the day if it's morning for you as well. I hope you have the rest of your day is wonderful. Have a beautiful weekend wherever you are. And I'll see you next week.